not complicated. No conversation, get it, not complicated. No conversation, please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed, I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got you ain't no. Say less. Say less. Say less. You ain't got you ain't no. Say less.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, ball in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game features a very good pass rush. The Raiders are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against the Ravens offensive line that wants to shut that down.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The return man now is Danny Woodhead. A nice little juke. So the D-line's going to spread out. Forte. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. Fresh set of downs here. This is Forte. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, 9 yards to go. From the shotgun, Wilson. Right side catch, Gilmore. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And it's second down. Here's Wilson throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third down and 3. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Aldon Smith. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second down following the run. And the wideout in motion. Carr to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the slot man goes in motion left. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first down is Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Shotgun now for Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
637. Hey, 734.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Carr again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jamie Collins coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. In motion, Patterson. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team. That lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
And look at this. It's a fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first down, this is Forte. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Wilson on second down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is talking about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Not something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. In motion, Patterson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The drive begins with a run by Forte. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Around the 37.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the play clock's running down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
In motion, Patterson. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Carr throwing on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
In motion, Patterson. Carr now on first down. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. First down, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Drops it underneath to Forte. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
They could not be more opposite in build, but coming into 2017, Matt Forte pretty much neck and neck with Darren Sproles for most receptions by a running back.
Yeah, both guys just over 500 into the year. On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. To play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. With Forte. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on second down. Carr. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. In motion, Patterson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr, flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That is caught inside the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. He'll buy some time right. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. And it's good to make it 14-0. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the running game going with Forte. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Matt Forte, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. In motion, Patterson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. Carr now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start on the ground with Forte, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them.
And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Defense likely bringing pressure. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second and 10 now, Wilson. He's got a man wide open. It's Macklin. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Raiders on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. In motion, Patterson. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Wilson now to throw on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. In motion, Patterson. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Roberts has it. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. In motion, Patterson. Again, it's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. In motion, Patterson. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 53 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the return will stop right around the 25. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. To throw his car. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Here's Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On second down, Forte. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Justin Ellis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Lucky Whitehead, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
His throw incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Ravens on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ben Heaney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
In motion, Patterson. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Carr, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. That'll bring up 2nd down. Carr going to throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's Marquette King now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
you want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Throwing is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a...
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that my mommy. I will never give my heart to it. I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, ball in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake it. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I let every day get ride around Queens on the jet ski. It's me. Every day get to the day I die. Every day get man, I that and I that bouncing up and down. Nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know. Tell a hater get up on my face. Yeah, I've been ballin' since like yesterday. Yeah, all this money all up in the way. to let you know, yeah. You cannot see me, the windows is tinted, yeah. Driving around right in that Bentley, hey. You driving around right in that Bentley, hey. But your shit, it should be rented, hey. But that is none of my business, hey. Money won't stop me, go straight to the top. Believe it or not, just like Guinness, hey. Yeah. She know I'm a rock star. Looking at my chain.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two standout quarterbacks from the league-altering 2012 NFL Draft. It's Andrew Luck going up against Russell Wilson.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. First carry for Thomas Rawls. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.